Alberni.
So, Mr. Speaker, I'll tell you what it's like in Parksville, British Columbia, where we had a Conservative mayor. He accelerated development permits. We built more development in Parksville than any time in history, probably more than any other community on Vancouver Island. Rents didn't come down. They actually went up. What you need, Mr. Speaker, and what we need and what Canadians need is affordable non-market housing to go hand in hand with the private sector. That isn't happening with Conservative mayors, Mr. Speaker. They're not addressing the root problem. Like I said earlier, that same mayor fought BC Housing, who wanted to build a shelter in that community to make sure that people that were living on the street had the basic needs, Mr. Speaker. And they actually went to court and stopped it. It's one of the only communities with over 10,000 people in this country that has no shelter. That same Conservative mayor's running for the nomination for the Conservative Party. So we know exactly what we're going to get, Mr. Speaker, when Conservatives lead at the local government level, provincial level, or the federal level. Maybe my colleague can explain why Conservative mayors are blocking shelters, why they're not building non-market housing.
L'honorable député de Parry Sound, Muskoka.
Well, I can confirm for my honourable colleague that, when I was in municipal council and before I was the mayor of Huntsville, I co-chaired the development of a women's shelter. I helped get a men's shelter built. I did all kinds of work on affordable housing, and I didn't block housing. In fact, I was a mayor and a chair of the planning committee that made things happen. We approved developments, and I stood up to the NIMBYs. Everywhere we had to, I stood up to the NIMBYs, make sure we could get things built in our community. And that's what we need across this country. And he can talk about Conservatives, not caring about people, but we're the only party that actually has a plan to deliver real results. It's not a lot of talk, not a lot of photo ops, and billions of dollars that produce no results. Conservatives want to deliver real results for Canadians, and we're not interested in just talking points.